What's up, everyone? It's Mr. Hamilton. I'm going to be answering some questions today that I bet you thought I wouldn't respond to. This is actually me. First up, Twitter. Mr. Hamilton, I've heard that Hamilton Education does a great job preparing their students, but what makes them different from every other test prep company? We're different because we teach actual skills and we have actual teachers teaching those skills. How did Hamilton Education get started? I taught English literature at UCLA for almost 7 years and decided I wanted to keep teaching. Aside from test prep, what other services does Hamilton Education offer? Hamilton Education offers tutoring, college consulting, and enrichment. The college consulting is probably the most important thing that we do in the office after test prep. No one gets into college exclusively by their score. It's your story, and we help students understand what makes a good story. What does Hamilton Education do to make sure that my test prep is tailored to my personal needs? First thing we do is meet with everyone. We don't sign up anyone for any classes without meeting with them for 45 minutes. We ask a million questions about who you are, what your interests are, and how you learn. We take that into account and put students into classes or tutoring or some hybrid of those two based on what we learn. I'm stuck deciding between the SAT and the ACT. Any advice? Most of the time, you shouldn't be stuck because you shouldn't have to choose. The tests are 95% similar. Most students will study for both and do well on both. If we find quirks or differences in how you learn that suggest one test would be stronger, then we'll build a plan to pursue the best path for you. At what point during high school does Hamilton Education recommend starting to prepare for the SAT and the ACT? In the strictest sense, we want people to usually study for the SAT and ACT somewhere between 10th and 11th, because most people have finished Algebra 2, 3, 4, or equivalent math at that level, and the math that's relevant is just getting stale. What is Mr. Hamilton's favorite brain food? Sushi. I'm not sure if it's brain food or macadamia nuts. If Mr. Hamilton could watch one movie for the rest of his life, what would it be? Probably The Godfather or The Departed. Something gangster and violent and plot-oriented. What is Mr. Hamilton's favorite book? Please don't tell people on my high school soccer team, but probably Jane Eyre or Pride and Prejudice. I'm a sucker for 19th century novels. Any words of advice for a high school student? I advise high school students to follow their interests because those interests will make them interesting. It is important to be interesting to colleges. So that's all the time I have for today. I hope I answered all of your questions and keep them coming.